Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Let us learn from number 72 of Words to Stop You from Falling to Hell. And I quote, "The Japanese gods did not take responsibility for the war. Takamagahara, quote, or parentheses, Japanese god's realm, became a den of yokais, and the people and soldiers fled from flames and starvation for decades." Thank you, Lord. This one, I think we really need to contemplate deeply, because this is the report on hell, right? This is a report on hell. Takamagahara is the Japanese god's realm, so it's actually, it used to be thought that it's in heaven, the heavenly world. However, recently, Master has been revealing what the actual concrete state of the Takamagahara, Japanese Shinto god's realm in the heavenly world, is actually like. And he's been revealing to us that it's more on the rear side of heaven, not the front side or the major side. It's the minor side of heaven, which, you already know about it. Please read the Laws of Secret to learn more, or the Laws of the Sun. So they're not necessarily the major, heavenly, loving, caring, compassionate type of people who's focusing on training their mind and enlightenment, but they're more focused on power and trickery and deception, things like this. So there's a fine line, I think, between hell and this rear side of heaven. And Master even says that if the influence you've left on earth becomes more negative after a period of time in history, what happens is that these beings in the rear side of heaven can fall to hell. Now, like I said, this is a Kyoten report on the teachings of hell. And Master is talking about Takamagahara. So does this mean that the Japanese Shinto gods are transitioning more towards hell? That's the first question that popped up in my mind. I would definitely like to ask Master to give us new teachings on this one day. And then the second thing that came to my mind is the responsibility of being quote-unquote gods with a small g. So Master has explained to us that if your enlightenment reaches the upper part of 6th dimension or higher, or even starting from 6th dimension, I think, you are sometimes revered as gods from the people on earth. So when that happens, it means you have a whole lot of influence and not take. So this war that he's talking about in this sentence is obviously about World War II. And it was the consensus, I heard from one of Master's teachings in the past, there was a consensus of the Japanese gods as if that war was a holy war. And it's really hard to see the history from both sides, the World War II, especially Japan against the United States, the Imperial Japan against the United States. It's hard to see because, there were good things that the Japanese did, which was liberating a lot of the armies out, a lot of the Asian nations. And it's said that without Japan's help, India would not have been able to liberate themselves from England. So, and of course, there are a lot of propaganda and lies that are talked about what the Japanese Imperial Army did in China and also in South Korea, which Master already reveals that was not true in a lot of his spiritual messages, and there are worldly proofs of that too. But the part that I want to get to is, as a responsible person, if you don't take responsibility in the heavenly world, it's like you're still living there. You're still living, continuing to live in the spiritual world. And the way you see what's going on earth can change where you go, is the thought that came to my mind. Very interesting, right? So those are the thoughts I had. What did you think? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. See you again tomorrow. Bye.